Yo, what's up, DMC? The place to be. Keep digging in those long boxes. Peace.
I'm Robert Kirkman. Keep digging in those long boxes.
What's good, YouTubeites? If that doesn't get you hyped for a Lord show, I don't know what does. Shout out to my man Robert Kirkman and my man DMC in the place to be. Welcome to the CovrPrice Top 10. Say what's up, Dark Side Jedi.
What is up, party people? Tuesday night, a CovrPrice Top 10 list. Top 11, really, because we're the real top 11.
Right, the only top 11.
The only top 11.
Hell yeah.
Right. Say what's up to the good people, Nemesis Prime.
What's going on, everybody? If you're on the East Coast and you're watching us live and you survived that hurricane, man, I thank you for being here tonight with us live.
Yeah, man. So I hope you guys are all staying safe. We had to go a little bit early today, but it's not like there's anything else going on. So, you know, we're going to let you guys roll in. If you're catching us live, good for you. If you're catching us on the rewind, we'll appreciate that too. If you're new to the channel, make sure you sub it up. We are very, very close to 5,000 subs. So close. We're like 130 away.
Man,
so
tell your friends, tell your family. Start another page just to sub up again.
Right. We go live every Tuesday with the CovrPrice Top 10 that covers the top 10 selling hot comics for the week. And this is the week ending August 2nd. So before we get started, boys and girls, let's kick you off a little DJ Curse.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God.
Somebody show that fence. Hold on and get some, boys.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Hold on and get some, boys.
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?
Like a spider monkey.
What's going on, YouTubeites? Welcome to Lords of Longbox. Shout out to everybody that was in the live chat. There was not too many tailgating, but there was a few of you. Sith Lord holding it down with the wrench. Red Lodge Crow, Victoria Page Jack, Comic Crusader, Johnny Dakota, Jason Woods, Neon Darth Adder, Soto Pop Yo, our man Marty from Comic Book Fanatics.
Yo.
Shout out to my man Marty from the Comic Book Fanatics. Yo, he is one of the OGs. He's coming back finally. Go peep him out. He's one of the Marty and Ray don't get enough credit for kicking off this whole YouTube comic book live chat thing way back in 2015, 2016 when they hosted a show called Comic Talk on the Comic Book Fanatics on Sunday nights. They had about 10 people in there. It just got wild. So shout out to my man Marty, one of the original Lords of the Long Box. So this is, as we say, this is the CovrPrice Top 10 where we go over the CovrPrice.com Top 10. And if you want, head over to our friends at CovrPrice. They announced the winner, by the way, of the No Heroin #1. They sent an email. Yeah, it was a lucky guy, man. Got only 25 copies made, and he has one of them. So The show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Go to CovrPrice.com. You can sign up for a 2-week free trial, and if you decide to keep it, go for it. You can. It's a little bit of Go Collect. It's a little bit of CLZ. You can add your collection on there. You can see the values, you see the trends. You can see us doing a top 10 every Tuesday at 5 or 6 p.m. Typically at 6 p.m. But the show is also sponsored by our friends at Rocket Comics. Go to Rocket Comics on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Friendster, Napster, BearShare. Tell them the Lord sent you. Get 20% off your press order. Email, yeah. The show is also brought to you by our good friends at KRSComics.com. Go to KRSComics.com. Use the discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the KRS Comics store. They got some goodies coming. Yo, the last Star Wars book they came out sold out in 2 minutes.
I know. Missed it.
Oh man, I was amazed. I was amazed that basically anything Star Wars now, man. And I like to say the Lords and 3 Men in a Basement have been part of that hype. We've been pushing Star Wars books for a long time now, man.
Oh yeah.
The show is also sponsored by our friends at the Geeky Swag Shop. You can still get the t-shirts that are pre-ordered right now. Go to thegeekyswagshop.com. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 10% off t-shirts and face gaiters if you have to walk around, cover that filthy mouth of yours with a gator and rep the Lords at the same time. Also, the show is sponsored by our friends at Comics, Tunes, and Toys, man. Helped the Big To Do yesterday do a live claim sale. And guess what? The Big To Do is going to be part of the Lord's auction this Friday. It's going to be us three. Like that. Yeah, something like that. Me, Ryan, Justin, and the Big To Do has got about 20-30 slabs. So, we're going to bring it to you Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, guys. We typically go for a couple hours. So clear off your schedule for Friday. We're going to go live with the comic book auction. We do these quarterly, it seems like, right?
That's a good way to do it. Like, I want to bring heat.
Good stuff, and we need to clear out some space. So, there you go. All right. So this is the Cover Price Top 10s compiled by 4 or 5 different sites like Comic Collect, eBay, Comic Connect, Comic Link, Heritage Auctions. So typically it shows their sales, and I would say eBay is the main driver on most of the new books. But I say that they compile those sales data because if you look on coverprice.com for like historical sales data or like 181s or any of these big books, they have the sales data for those books as well. So that's why thing to head over and check out Cover Price. We'll probably give away a couple of subscriptions to Cover Price during our 5,000 subs giveaway, and we're going to give away a gang of stuff, some toys and comic books. We just hand out cash for 5,000.
Maybe $5,000 to the lucky winner.
I'll Venmo you some money.
We never hit 5,000 subs on the first channel. We're going to hit 5,000 subs right around the 1-year anniversary of the relaunch. So we want to give back to you guys who supported the Lords for all this time. And with that, further ado, all that nonsense out of the way, let's get right to it. Jesse, shout out to JLS Comics too. What do we have for runner-up number 11?
Number 11 is a nice book. All new Marvel .1, the regular cover. So this book kind of took off a couple weeks ago. The 1 in 75 incentive ratio variant, which is the first full appearance of Kamala Khan, sold for a huge number in a 9.8, $3,750. But that sale then kickstarted the undervalued first prints as well as the second prints. The first print, the second print went for a raw sale of $524 with a 9.8 going for $1,250. The first print, which is the one you see on screen, saw a big sales, $99 raw, which sold 23 copies, 7-day uptrend of 118% with a high sale of $800 and a 9.8. And I think this is kind of going
first print, regular cover.
I think this is kind of pushing because they did the Marvel Avengers on YouTube for the video game. They showed up a lot of stuff. So this is really pushing, just like, Miles was pushing the hype for the video game. This is the same thing. You're playing as Kamala Khan. So this is definitely pushing her.
Is this her first appearance in something like other media?
Full appearance.
No, not in the comic. I'm talking in the game. Is the video game her first appearance in media? Other media.
Marvel. That too.
She's in the cartoon, but this is the first time in it. It just shows right now we've been talking about
She's
it
for weeks. She's just a hot character.
Since the COVID shutdown, collectors are hypersensitive. Their antennas are really, really tuned in right now for any type of news. And sure enough, when Miles Morales was announced in the PS5 game, we immediately got news that they're doing the Into the Spider-Verse. Then we got scoops from Mikey's son that they're going to be doing the Miles Morales live action. So it's just a matter of time. So it's great books to have. And speaking of,
she's like stretchy, like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, she's an Inhuman. That's kind of she has Inhuman DNA. Or
kids like her. Kids like her.
No, I'm not talking smack. Just
And
curious.
she's going to be in the live action sooner or later too. Marks off all the demographics: young, teenage, Middle East, or Muslim. Boom, there you go.
New Jersey, come on.
From Jay
represent.
Z, yeah, and they
Oh,
already announced
Jersey.
her to have her own Disney Plus show. So as soon as Hollywood unlocks everything, speaking of which, they just started filming Shang-Chi again. They picked it up because it's in Australia. So basically, when they went down to Australia, they had to clear quarantine for 14 days. So as of yesterday, they started filming Shang-Chi, Master and Mandarin and the Ten Rings. So I'm super stoked for that.
Yes.
Speaking of Miles Morales, guess who's in at number 10? That's right, boys and girls. The book that has legs forever, but man, it's on number 10 now, so we don't know.
Hey,
Maybe it's
up
gonna be
another-
on
Yeah, but notice it's up another $100.
1200. Yeah, so Miles is refusing to leave the list, and why should he be? He's still outselling most new books with 40 copies sold. That is amazing that a back issue is selling more than something that hits the shelf brand new. 40 copies sold, continues to have a 7-day trend of 101%. Had a high sale of $1,200 for a CDC 9.8. Get comfy. This book is doing just fine right now.
It's not going anywhere. It's a huge character. Everyone loves him. It can only
Spider-Man.
go up.
Anything Spider-Man. And plus it's I mean, like we said, this book has settled in its 9.8 range. I don't think it's going to drop much more than 1,000, right? I mean, maybe 900, 800, but it's only going to go up even more when the live action movie gets announced. And to be honest with you, I think this book's always been undervalued. I mean, it's a first appearance. It's a Spider-Man first appearance. If you've been paying attention, Spider-Gwen, Silk, all these Spider-Man related characters, boom, they just get hot, because Sony is limited on what they can do. We'll see what Sony and Marvel figure out together, but still a great bet. All right, number 9 on the list, quite possibly could be adding to the over-under on Donny Cates' books.
All right, let's hit that number 1 for the over/under. Venom 26, first appearance of Virus, which is another book that we have to watch closely because, of course, Donny Cates has turned Venom into this and his surrounding cast into the aftermarket royalty of first appearances. So this book right here sold 37 copies last week, had a 7-day uptrend of 110% and a high sale of $90 and a 9.8 right there on eBay. So, man, with this book and the free comic book day, which just came out over the summer, everyone's kind of saying which is the first appearance, but Venom 26 is the book that everyone's buying. So, because of course you could have gotten the free comic book day one for free if you found it. Some stores I know didn't get them, but
yeah, so
Virus
they
is good. So
for those who are not paying attention, Free Comic Book Day has turned into Free Comic Book Summer. So they just kind of been releasing here and there. So you really, in the past, last year, we would have got them all out on the same day at the same time, but now they just kind of spread out from whatever to place. So right now, I mean, you got Donny Cates is doing Codex, Virus, No, Dark Winter. So I meant, I'm telling you, they're all tied together somehow. That's
Is he doing metal too? No. Kidding.
No. Yeah, probably. Well, he did say in his little trailer for Dark Winter that it's the most heavy metal thing I've ever done because I'm a bad boy. So shout out to Donny Cates for
Scott Snyder's more metal. Greg Capullo's more metal.
All right, so let's get to number 9 on the list is Venom number 26. That's a brand new book, by the way. Number 8 on the list is something done by this dude.
I'm Robert Kirkman. Keep digging in those long boxes.
Well, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, man. So, number 8 on the list is a book that a lot of us have been specking on. So, Oblivion Song, number 1. So, I saw the panel. I don't know if a lot of people did, but Robert Kirkman did a solo kind of live panel during San Diego Comic-Con at home on the IGN YouTube channel. And it eventually ended up on the San Diego Comic-Con channel. And he was answering questions in the either Twitter or live chat or something. But he said that Oblivion Song is still in active development. The movie, quote unquote, the movie is still very much in development, he said. We're working with our partners at Universal to bring this film to life. It's a slow going process. We probably announced the development a little bit too soon, you think? But it's something actively going on behind the scenes on a daily basis. I'm reviewing things, getting things in order, and progress is being made. Hopefully there will be news very soon. And nowadays, guys, that's all it takes. Just one little blurb, you saying something, a tweet, a picture of a foot, anything. People go crazy for it. So sure enough, it sold 35 copies, had a 7-day trend of 126%. It had a high sale of $99 for a CDC 9.8.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on.
Otto would tell you to buy $100 9.8 all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it's been ongoing it's just hit like issue 26 or 27, I think, right? Or 25. It was a major milestone, and the story has changed from something a little bit smaller to like this whole full-blown alien invasion story arc. So you should know, man, Robert Kirkman has a lot of ties to Hollywood. So remember, I was buying that book, The Minotaur. That's another Kirkman thing that's done. So Kirkman has The Walking Dead, Invincible. They talked about, I'm surprised Invincible is on this podcast.
Outcast, don't forget about that.
Invincible, Outcast, and now Oblivion Song. Robert Kirkman, he has great relationships in Hollywood, so it's good. And that's why I got that Kung Fu book that he just did. What was it called? The Something Fire?
Oh, yeah, right. The hardcover.
Yeah, well, the comic is coming out, already came out too. Well, it came out for Free Comic Book Day, and then the new release is coming out soon. So, number 8 on the list, an oldie, but look at that, an oldie but goodie because it came out in 2018.
Right?
So we're titling an oldie already. So number 8 on the list.
It seems like 2020 has been like a 3-year year.
I'm telling you, bro. All right, so number 8 on the list, boys and girls, is Oblivion Song, number 1. All right, what's number 7, Justin?
Oh man, Donny Cates showing up again.
Ooh,
that's 2 now. That's
2 guys. So Venom number 25, the second print. So this is the variant. This man has it all right there on the cover. You have Virus, Null, and a first appearance of this new character called Codex. Seemed like a no-brainer before it was released, and even now, so much more. But it did sell 49 copies for a second print, 7-day trend of 107%, and a high sale and $150 in a 9.8. And that is just crazy considering it literally just came out not too long ago. People pre-screened that thing.
2 weeks ago? A week ago?
I mean, it's because people are already hyping up 27 now, issue 27. So, I mean, but this is right now we're in this kind of cycle of, second, third prints. I wouldn't surprise if they do a 4th print. It's so hot right now, but, good for Cates lining up his pockets and Marvel lining up their pockets. This book is doing gangbusters right now. And like I said, people are hypersensitive to news because, they're stuck at home. So much more people are on Twitter or on YouTube watching us or on websites or whatever. We're looking for news and they're just snatching them up. And I think the advent of previews that come out like a month in advance, 2 months in advance from, CBR, whomever, and they like last week's comic we talked about on our show, and sure enough, the next day it was sold out, but it wasn't because of us. People had already picked it up. Was that Captain Marvel 18, the first appearance of L'Oreal, right? I mean, that's that book. It was funny. I asked my the big to do in the SCS. He goes, "Oh yeah, that thing has been asked for a while now because CBR talked about it because they got the preview for it, and they said, hey, this is And I think both publishers are figuring out now how they can do that. Right. Best example of DC is with Punchline. And another weird example is Snowflame, right? How remember 3 months in advance they told you Snowflame was coming. Well, I can proudly say that this show is Snowflame free. So there you go. Great job, collectors. Snowflame is no longer on this list. But Venom number 25 second print is, and it's in number 7. All right, boys and girls, let's go to number 6. And if you've been playing along at home, that's 3 that are on Donny Cates books. Thor number 5 is in at number 6. Man, this is the first appearance of the Black Winter. Regardless of what people are saying, it's what the market is saying. The first appearance of the Black Winter sold 41 copies at a 7-day trend of 144% and a high sale of $349 for a CDC 9.8. That's the regular cover.
Wow,
that's amazing. Well, of course. I mean, it's a pretty good story, too. I mean, you got Thor, you got Galactus, you got Dark Winter. Sif is taking over as Heimdall's job because I'm finally starting to catch up with my reading. So I'm all the way up to like Thor number 5 now. So I don't know. Heimdall died. So it's cool seeing Sif kind of powerful that can see all. So can you imagine your girlfriend being like having Heimdall type powers? You're like, yeah, babe, sorry. I'm going to be late from work. No, you weren't. I see everything. Oh, no, I didn't buy any comics. Those were shipped from. No, I see all. You're busted. Yeah. All right. So number 6 on the list, boys and girls, and the third Donny Cates book on the list, Thor number 5. All right. We're halfway there, boys and girls. Another one for number 5 is one of my favorites.
Yes, it is, man. This is a book that, came out pre-COVID, and it's definitely lingering. So it's really good. This is a book has no confirmed news content, but a lot of characters for figure a few years, let it marinate. A lot of fan favorites in there, and they're only out issue 2. I think they're on like a 3rd printing of number 1. But the standard cover, which you guys see for Strange Academy number 1, sold 46 copies. It had a 7-day uptrend of 129% and a high sale in a 9.8 for the regular cover for $246. That is just pushing it. And with Tim talking about Thor 5 and $350 for a 9.8 and Strange Academy 1 with no news, and people are just buying these books up. I mean, there's the Peach Momoko variant exclusive. There's a J. Scott Campbell.
Shout out to Kickstarter Comics who sent me the Peach Momoko Virgin variant as a AOK. Thank you very much.
I'll take an AOK, guys. I'd like the Campbell one, please. Anybody?
I have the Campbell, but I don't have the Virgin variant. So, but you know what? We should celebrate these books, right? These books are what we like to call organic. I mean, same with Dark Winter, right? Dark Winter is not coming to a movie screen anytime soon. Strange Academy, maybe not, but it's a new book and it features a ton of new characters. Scotty Young is a fan favorite. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a new book. It's only on issue number 2 right now, and they're doing multiple prints of it. But also, I think what really got people on this radar was Peach Momoko did a variant for. So anything Peach Momoko in her radar, people jump all over. Just like the Miles Morales hip hop variant went, and then other people are like, you know what? There's some really other cool variants out there for the hip hop variants, and they all started getting hot. And the same thing with Strange Academy is I think Peach Momoko got, because this book came out to little fanfare, remember? And we talked about, I said, hey man, this features a bunch of first new characters, but it's perfect. If you, we'll talk about it a little bit, but Disney had their earnings call today, and Chapek, who took over her Iger, said basically we need more Disney Plus content. Strange Academy, if you look at it, that has Disney Plus written all over.
110%.
A little Harry Potter, a little Marvel, throw it together, spit it out. The kids will gobble it up, man. The kids gobble it up. Speaking of gobbling, hey, I heard our man Mikey Sutton. That's right. August 21st.
Hey, Mikey, what's up, buddy?
We got a scoop jam coming up for the end of summer, so don't miss. I don't even know if that's end of summer, to be honest with you. There's no time concept anymore. But shout out to Mikey. We're gonna have a scoop coming up August 21st, and it may or may not have something Strange Academy related to it. I can neither deny or whatever, man. Let's get to it. That's before I say any more. That number 4 on the list is something that surprised the hell out of me because I have been paying attention, because I'll be honest, I've been caught up by all the shiny things that people are talking about, but look like it crept up at number 4.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Where did that come from?
Wonder Woman number 759, gorgeous Jim Lee variant.
Pretty.
And I had to ask, I said, Justin, why is this book on there? And he told me, and it's like, there's speculation that there's a new character in this issue. Emma will become a potential new villain named Liar, Pants of Fire. No, I'm just kidding. He's just Liar. The speculation has moved this Jim Lee cover and cover A to fly off the shelves and go to a second print. There we go. So you know what's going to be next on this list is the second print of this book. The second print will feature a color variant to cover A, making this Jim Lee variant the long-term winner if Liar turns out to be anything other than inspiration to watch a Jim Carrey movie. This issue sold 41 copies at a 7-day trend of 152%, had a high sale of $25 for a raw copy. So there you go, man. Could Liar be the new punchline? People are getting on it, but either way, Jim Lee, Wonder Woman, minimal trade dress cover with the see DC's doing that with the smaller font now. So I have to admit, this book caught me unaware. I had no idea. Like, people were hyping this up like punchline. It just goes to show you if it's Batman related, DC hypes it up. Or Liar could go the way of Snowflame. So we shall see. But so far, right now, Wonder Woman number 759, Jim Lee variant is in the number 4. So what does that make number 3?
Maybe cover A.
Nah.
How about that? So, like Tim said, first appearance of Emma, who will become a Liar. Of course, there is an upcoming 1 in 25 variant and one of the upcoming Wonder Womans, but unfortunately, this is where her first appearance is. So, with this book, it sold a few more copies than cover B, which is crazy because I think more people would want the Jim Lee one, but it did sell 45 copies instead of the 41 copies to the Jim Lee. The uptrend is 182% with the high sale. Same thing like cover B for the Jim Lee is $25. So,
let's compare the two. Let's say Jim Lee, and it looks cool, but I guess it wouldn't be anything special. It looks like normal Jim Lee stuff, and then this one I guess is a litlittle bit different. The art style is different. I kind of dig it.
More action.
Or one of these two guys in the back is a new character. That's kind of like remember like Catgirl. Remember people were losing their minds over Catgirl, and maybe it's one of these dudes' first appearances, or is that Steve Trevor? I don't know who
that's. Steve Trevor, and I don't know who that other guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Somebody in the live chat knows who's the black dude on the cover was Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor has lived forever. I swear to God, he has. All right, so number 3 on the list is the cover A. Cover A outsold Jim Lee. Wow, don't let Jim Lee find out about that. All right, boys and girls, on to number 2 on the list, and it's a book that we talked about earlier. Look at that. Captain Marvel number 18. This is the Mora variant, and damn it, I missed out on this. I asked for it too late. This issue introduces a new character named LOTLB, who's Carol Danvers' half-sister Kree warrior. Like with Liar Liar, will this character be relevant in a few months? It really depends. But for right now, this cover sold 35 copies at a 70 trend at 333%, at a high sale of $25 for a raw copy. And when I talked to the Big To Do about this book, and he said the reason why I asked for it 2 days before it came out and it was already spoken for is because everybody that's collecting Empire and all the tie-ins, they had this in their pull list. So basically they were saying, hey, I'm reading Empire. Can you pull all the tie-ins too? So all the people who had subscriptions already for Empire, by the time that this book came out, they had all got them already. So congrats to you if you have Captain Marvel 18, the Mora variant. So who knows? I mean, if you think about Captain Marvel's first appearance characters, Star had some legs for a while. If you think about her, and she went on to her own solo series. So, you know, you never know. It's her half Kree sister, and her name is LOTLB, which isn't a very alien name at all. What's next? Karen L, and she just goes and yells at people for for wearing masks. All right, boys and girls. So number 2 on the list is Captain Marvel number 8. This is the Mora variant, which makes number 1.
How about another cover A?
Yeah,
I like that cover, man.
For those playing at home, the Donna Cates over under was 3.
So everything that Tim just said, exactly. Cover A, Captain Marvel number 18, first appearance of LOTLB. It's the big winner this week, guys. It had sold 87 copies, 7-day uptrend of 153%. The high sale on it was $19.99. But again, like Tim said, is it going to be worthy in a year? You know, just same thing with Star. She was in a couple of issues of Captain Marvel. She got her own mini. Will we see Carol Danvers' half sister get some same thing, get the same treatment? Who knows? But odds are not in her favor, and we'll kind of leave it at that.
Yeah, but you know, it was right now. Just pay attention to the previews that certain websites get, like comicbook.com, CBR. They typically will have a first appearance a month, maybe 2 months in advance. Mark it on your calendar, call your LCS, tell them to put it aside, because some shops will under order them. The best example is that No Heroine book. This one here, my shop didn't. My shop was sold out, and they only ordered 10 copies. My other shop, Nuclear Comics, didn't order any at all. So this book is super scarce. Whoever won this, they won one of the 25 copies that were ever made. So just goes to show you, boys and girls. I mean, right now, just be, have your ears peered open. I mean, we don't really talk about stuff as it's coming out, but we will report it after it's come out, because then we don't want to be manipulate the market as far as new comic books come out. But we like to give you like old back issues, though. If you don't, go check out our long-term spec list that we had coming out last week. Had some good stuff in there. It was actually a lot. It was 14 characters for Hercules and Thor. Shout out to whoever left me the birthday present at Comics, Tunes, and Toys, man. That was awesome. They just left a note, but you didn't tell me who you were, so I couldn't thank you publicly, but it's on Instagram. But in that book, he gave me a Marvel Premiere number 26, very timely right now, the great spec, because that is the first solo Hercules series. And if you haven't, our friends at the Cosmic Wanderer dropped the Mikey Sutton scoop that Hercules is being in development for Disney Plus. And we had the list of characters. Go check out a video from what is today? Holy cow, was that Saturday?
Tuesday, Saturday.
No, we dropped the video on Saturday. Go peep the video on Saturday. It's close to 3,000 views already. Very popular. People digging Thor, and Hercules is going to be fun. Hercules is like the perfect product for Marvel, because it's kind of action adventure, and he's a comical kind of corny character. Hercules is. So I think that's great. So Marvel Premiere number 26, man, the first solo appearance of Hulk, because that Thor annual number 1, forget about it. That thing is very, very expensive. So that's it. Knock that out in 30 minutes.
Not bad.
Yeah, man, that's pretty good. So hey, if you're new to the channel, like the video and make sure you subscribe. Let me see where we're at right now. As I was saying, our channel was taken down unceremoniously last July. Matter of fact, it was like a week on my birthday. Yeah, I remember that. And they took down the channel, and we were just blowing up. I had one video that was pushing 500,000 views, and I think that's what took me down, because I had actually filmed the Stan Lee scene from the end of Avengers, and I put it on my YouTube channel. But it was up there for like a month, and then I didn't get a copyright ding, I didn't get a warning or anything. I just got my channel taken down. So we've been grinding away, and it's 1 year from Thursday will be the 1 year anniversary of the Lords of Long Box channel relaunch. Thanks to 3 Men in the Basement, always supporting us, our fellow lords, Manimal, Darkside Jedi, Nemesis Prime, Otto from the Grotto, Dave in the Cave, Roger Levesque, the whole crew. Very Gary's always supporting us. Everybody in the live chat who have all been part of the journey with us. Of course, our man Mikey Sutton, our long forgotten brother, the Black Knight. All you guys in the live chat, you guys know it. JLS Comics holding it down, Marty holding it down, Johnny Boy, Amazing Murphinator. So make sure you sub up, man. Once we hit 5,000 subs, you know how we do. I'm going to give away some crazy stuff, man. Crazy. You know what I might do? I have a tablet that I just got a new tablet for my birthday. I might give away this one. It's a Samsung 9-inch tablet, perfect to read comics on. And because I got a new 10-inch tablet, and maybe I'll load it full of comics and give it to you. Because I read my comics on there. Awesome. So that, you know, I would think about something, maybe a gift card or something. We like to give as many winners as possible. Typically, it's not just one winner. So we'll normally name 4 or 5 winners, and we'll start thinking about it. But Friday, Lords of Long Box live auction, 6 p.m. You got a preview of what you guys thinking about putting up? You guys
it's gonna be a surprise auction. Right, I'm gonna I'll have a Silk first appearance.
There you go.
I'm gonna I'll just tell you it's gonna be the Amazing Spider-Man run. I'm not sure where it ends, where I left off, but
yeah, and if you follow my Instagram today, Amazing Spider-Man #1 from 2014 has the first cameo appearance of Silk on the second page of it. She's unnamed, but it shows her clearly as day. She got bit 5 minutes right after Peter Parker did on that run from 2014. It's about this. It's like this thick of a comic.
It's gonna have like a preview of Inhuman #1.
Yeah, that fiery. I forgot his name. What was the flaming?
Was it Lash, right?
Lash. Yeah, Lash. Yeah, Lash. And then wasn't he in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I'm trying to remember.
He was. I think he was.
Yeah. It was a hot book for me. I wonder what happened to good old. Shout out to Pressable Defects and Matt Ford. Just go peep out the guys at Pressable Defects. Great little YouTube channel. Help them out to get bigger. I think they're pushing 1,500 subs now. Or where are they at? Pressable Defects.
It's number 1 over 250. They're pushing around 300, I think, right now. 300-400.
Go sub up our buddies at the Pressable Defects. Matt Ford's, the Butcher, and Very Gary's on there sometimes. Sometimes some of us are on there, but go peep out our friends, Pressable Defects, and our Warriors, Comic Book Fanatics. My man Marty is starting to do videos again. Make sure and check out Hella Comics, good friend from the Bay Area. Congratulations. He just had a gender reveal. He's getting a baby girl. Congratulations, Hella Comics.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Everybody's doing big things, man. 103 of you watching. We will see you on
Friday.
I will maybe see you on Thursday or possibly Sunday. I think we're going to take the letters from the long box and put it on over the weekend. I think it gets more views on Saturdays and Sundays as opposed to Thursday. So we shall see, man. So set your places. Me, Darkside Jedi, Nemesis Prime, and the Big To Do. 4 of us going to be doing an auction Friday starting at 6 p.m. I'm going to be throwing out some books that have already been optioned. So you're going to see some books that have been picked up either for streaming, Amazon, Netflix, and or movies for DC and Marvel. So I like to keep it there, give you guys something worth of value. So until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. But why listen to me say it when you hear these guys say it?
I'm Robert Kirkman. Keep digging in those long boxes.
Yo, what's up, DMC? The place to be. Keep digging in those long boxes. Peace.
Now let's do this. Rewind, select and come again. Pull up that from the top to the very last. Jump.
Who are you to make their lives bitter in hard bondage? In this you shall know that the Lord is faithful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it. We're here. We're back. Word up. Get to the job. You can't get fresher than this. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 5 greatest heroes. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind. When it comes, I won't even notice.
Oh, how so?